white sneaker isn't just a shoe. It's the one thing in your collection that goes with everything. It is quite literally the most essential shoe you will buy. Now, I'm not going to be recommending Air Forces or Sambas or Margiela Gats. These shoes have been pushed on you millions of times. You don't need me to tell you about them. The 10 sneakers on today's list actually had to earn their place. So, with that being said, let's get into the top 10 best white sneakers you can buy. Coming in at number 10, the Flowers for Society C247. Back when I discovered this brand years ago, I was incredibly impressed. The unique design, practicality, range of different silhouettes, and the comfort. And their latest model is not just the best shoe that they've put out, but one of the best on the entire market. It's a German brand founded by a previous Adidas employee. He took his industry knowledge and created a shoe that can be used for quite literally any scenario. It's got the exact same design language as a lot of their previous models. However, this one comes with an updated, extremely soft and well-cushioned midsole, which allows this shoe to not only be something you can actually run in, but you can wear for the entire day, style them up, do your 10,000 steps in these things, all while being extremely comfortable. It's an incredible shoe, great quality. It was actually manufactured and designed both in Europe. The only reason it's taken the 10th spot is because it is a little bit more pricey than I would like it to be. Coming in at number 9, the Nike Ava Rover. This is hands down one of the best and most comfortable sneakers that Nike makes. It's also incredibly versatile. I think the design looks amazing. There's a nice thick stack of React X cushioning, which, as you know, is one of Nike's most comfortable. Overall, it just feels great walking around. However, they recently introduced a new version called the Ava X, and I actually think this model might be the better choice for some of you. It does swap out the React X cushioning for Cushlon 3.0, which is not as reactive, but it has a very similar squishiness to it. It's just lower profile, a little bit slimmer, a lot lighter weight, and kind of perfect for the summertime. It's also cheaper, coming in at just over $100. Now, whichever one you're going for, I think either of these are amazing options and definitely one worth considering if you're looking for a crispy white sneaker. Represent just created the best NFL collab I have ever seen. This collection features 3 different teams: the Philadelphia Eagles, Dallas Cowboys, and LA Rams. And they went all out for this one. Not only did they create some of the coolest distressed graphics, but the hoodies feature the new oversized 2.0 silhouette. Bro, the fit on these new NFL hoodies is immaculate. The shorter ribbing on the cuff, perfect waistband elasticity, really nice shaped hood and perfect size, perfect sleeve length, and don't get me started on the wash and the distressing. One of the best represent hoodies I have ever tried. Aside from the amazing wash on this t-shirt, the comfort is just incredible. It's like slub material, so it's super lightweight and soft. Just a t-shirt you kind of want to wear constantly. The wash is a lot more subtle on this one, less distressing. You can feel the loop back material on the inside. This hoodie just looks so good. I love the color of the blue with the gray. Perfect fit. I'm gonna leave the links in the description so you can check out the entire NFL Represent collection. I'll also leave all of the sizing information for these pieces down there too. Thank you to Represent for sponsoring this video. Thank you to you guys for using my links when I have them. It helps out the channel massively. Now let's get back to the video. Taking the number 8 spot, we got Vans. Now there's 2 different styles I'm talking about in particular, the pearlized version and the new flame one. Now, of course, if you just want a regular pair of Vans without all of the extras, then there's plenty of different triple white options available on the website. But if you want a pair of Vans with a little bit something extra that could quite literally complete a lot of different outfits, these 2 are amazing. I've been wearing the pearlized ones for a while now, and every time I'm just so impressed at how they can just suddenly elevate my outfit, taking it from an average 6 to a 10. Now, of course, it's a pair of Vans, so it's not going to be the most comfortable. If you're looking for that, there's plenty of other options on today's list. They definitely wouldn't be my go-to if I know that I've got a lot of steps that I'm going to be doing that day, but they're affordable, accessible, and again, just look great. And honestly, the flame one, while not being just completely solid white like the other option, it still achieves that white sneaker look, just with a little extra sauce to it. Honestly, I think if you want something that's going to spice up your summer outfits, this is a really strong way to go. Taking the number 7 spot, a pair that dominates so many different lists, the Nike V5 Runner. Yes, these are on a lot of lists because they are that good. I shouldn't really even have to go over these things again, but essentially, if you're on a budget and you want a fresh pair of white sneakers, this is an amazing way to go. They check all of the boxes, especially if you're someone who likes that retro runner aesthetic. At just $95, and oftentimes you can find these things for an absolute steal way under that on sale. Got extreme versatility, incredible comfort, and in my opinion, are one of the better looking retro runners out there. If you haven't tried these things out just yet, trust me, just try them and you'll be convinced. Coming in at number 6, the Converse Shea 001. Oh boy, if you went to the dictionary and you looked up the word crispy, a picture of these shoes would actually be right beside it. The design is just so good on this pair of shoes, you don't need multiple colors or contrast to make it look sick. It achieves a really cool mix of both futurism and minimalism in the same design, which is really rare. You also get a decent amount of versatility with this sneaker because it has a zip enclosure. You can wear it zipped up and it has this more clean, minimal aesthetic, but also zip it down and unlace them to get a little bit more of a chunky, slightly more thicker look. They're decently comfortable. They've got a decent amount of ankle support and the tongue is really nicely designed. They've got a zoom air unit, and obviously because they're basketball shoes, they're gonna have that kind of a little bit more versatility towards the active side of things. There's a reason this sneaker got so much attention, and trust me, if you try it out, you'll be convinced too. Coming in at number 5, the On Cloud Tilt Remix. I've been a fan of the Cloud Tilt model specifically from On for quite a while now. And what I will say is stick with the original Cloud Tilt model if you want a solid white sneaker. But if you like the look of just a little bit of contrast, the Remix version is definitely the way to go. And it does away with the elasticated laces, so you've just got a regular lacing system with these. You do get a little bit more breathability because of the semi-translucent mesh, but that also allows the color to come through from the inside out. The midsoles are exactly the same from the Remix and the original version, so in terms of comfort, it's the same. Visually speaking, however, I love the update that they did to this one. I just think this looks so sick. And honestly, an On shoe with all of these holes in the midsole is such a good look for a white pair of shoes. Every time I see someone walking around wearing a pair of these things, it just immediately draws my eyes to their feet. Now, for anybody wondering if you're looking at the entire On Running catalog, because it is a little bit confusing to some, I have tested a lot of their shoes, and if you're strictly going for comfort, look no further than the Cloud Tilt or the Cloud Surfer model. Those are the two standout ones. All of the rest are somewhat subpar in terms of comfort. Regardless, highly recommend. Right, taking the number 4 spot, the Asics GT2160. One of my most worn shoes for both 2023 and 2024 was the Kayano 14. However, over the past year, I have swapped that pair out for the GT2160 and haven't looked back. Not that it's dramatically better or anything like that, I just prefer the look, especially in the triple white color. This sneaker right here almost looks as if it was designed to be triple white. It just looks amazing with the design aesthetics of all of these different overlays that you get over the top. It's just a great look on foot, and of course, because it's an Asics GT2160, you're getting incredible comfort and incredible versatility. It's breathable, it's lightweight, and I've said it a few times, but I'll say it again. You can take these things on vacation, to the gym. You can dress them up, you can dress them down, you can literally do whatever. This is your one shoe for most things. So if you need something that does it all, look no further than these things. Right, let's have a quick run through some honorable mentions before we hit up that top 3, starting with the Nike Shox. Yes, I know for some a little bit more polarizing than the other options, but both the R4 and the TL model just look incredible in triple white. Again, it's just one of those designs that you don't need crazy colors to really make the most out of the sneaker itself. Not only are you going to put some amazing outfits together with these things, but they're also pretty decently comfortable. Next one, of course, has to be the New Balance 740, an amazing retro runner model that is also incredibly affordable and looks great in triple white. Honestly, the only reason it's an honorable mention and not in the top 10 is because some other retro runner styles beat it out in just triple white. But honestly, it is one of the best shoes that New Balance makes. Last honorable mention, the Adidas XLG Runner. These have been one of my favorite and go-to sneakers for the past few years now. I love them. They're incredibly unique. Everybody double takes when they look at them, wondering if they're a Balenciaga or just a regular pair of Adidas. Turns out it's the latter. I mean, the design is so wild that it just looks great in white. I think that's the best color that they do. Unfortunately, it's a China exclusive as of right now. However, it has been a lot easier to buy online over the past few months, so you shouldn't have any issues picking these things up. Right, let's get into the best of the best. Coming in at number 3, the Brooks Adrenaline GTS 10. Yes, this is the sneaker that caused a little bit of a stir in the community. While every other brand has been simply bringing back their archived models to fit the retro runner category, Brooks decided to do something a little bit different. They brought a retro runner back, but they completely changed the midsole. They threw in their softest, most comfortable foam, the same stuff that you find in the Glycerin Max, and turns out it's an incredible recipe. Ultimately, this is hands down the most comfortable retro runner sneaker on the entire market. Side by side with any other model from different brands, you can immediately tell something's a little bit different with this one. It's soft, it's squishy, it feels great, especially in combination with the mesh upper, which is nicely padded and breathable. It's just an incredible experience walking around, and obviously because it takes on that retro runner style, they're super versatile as well. Coming in at number Number 2, the Adidas Evo SL. Probably the most popular white sneaker on the planet right now. Also one of those rare occasions where the hype justifies the shoe completely. This is an incredible sneaker. Can't argue with the comfort, how extremely light they are, and how incredibly versatile they are as well. Now, the cool thing is that maybe for some of you who are a little bit more apprehensive of buying this pair of shoes because so many people wear them, we got new versions like this one, which I highly recommend. It's something a little bit different. It's called the Evo SL EXO. Granted, it's not strictly triple white, but it still does the same job. It's my personal favorite version of the Adidas Evo SL, and there is plenty. It's got the same exact midsole, so you're getting the same comfort, pretty much everything else as well. Same lightweight, breathable pair of shoes. You've now just got a gusseted tongue, and the durability is a little bit better because of the exoskeleton. But regardless of whether you prefer the original or something a little bit different, both of them are incredible options and something I highly recommend you picking up if you're looking for a crispy white pair of sneakers for the summertime. But at number 1, the Nike Vomero Plus. You gotta hand it to Nike, man. The design team cooked on this one. It looks incredible, and the performance team, or whatever team handles the comfort of these things, they cooked as well. Now, this shoe is definitely for the person who prioritizes comfort over everything. This is quite literally the most comfortable shoe that you can buy from Nike. You've got a full-length, pretty thick stack of ZoomX cushioning in the midsole, which makes them a dream to walk around in. And thanks to the design, you can get a solid triple white pair, which again just looks clean. But you can also get a mostly white pair with a slight color on the midsole, which I think just kind of adds a little something to it. You still achieve the same look as a triple white pair, but also adds a little something to the midsole. Now, if you've been wondering whether you should go for these or the slightly more affordable Vomero 18, I did a full review on the channel or comparison, so you can find out which one I recommend. But in short, I recommend the Plus. I do think it's worth the price bump for the actual comfort that you're getting. Ultimately, whichever sneaker you go for on today's list, just know that they are all amazing options. They're practical, comfortable, and just look great. So whatever you're doing this summer, this list has you covered. But if you're interested in finding out what the most comfortable sneaker is on the entire market, I'll throw that video up in the top left-hand corner. Click on it to check it out.